absolute ripper. Holy shit. If you were a kid in the 80s and you had one of these and you didn't... Holy shit, this thing's an absolute ripper. If you were a kid in the 80s and you had one of these to race and you didn't win, you should have had to walk home or hang your head in shame, because this thing is an absolute rocket ship. Considering I'm double the recommended weight limit for this thing, and it wheelied in every gear all the way up the hill. It's a CR60 Honda. If you're wondering what it is, well, and if you're wondering why you haven't seen one, don't feel bad. I've been to Southwick, to every event they've had, every national they've had. I've been to Daytona 30 years in a row. I haven't seen one of these. Well, I don't ever recall seeing one, to be honest with you. It was mostly 80s and Kawasaki KX65, so it's a super rare piece. Junior, have you ever seen one of these?
I've never seen one of these. Unless we've already shot a video on it that I'm forgetting.
No, we definitely have not. And I am absolutely amazed at how fast it is. I probably shouldn't be, because Hondas are notorious for making kick-ass little two-strokes. This one here put down a stout 190. Let me pull out the work order. It pulled out a stout 190 psi compression test, which is a lot for a little two-stroke motor. The Wizard put the Super Wizard tune on this thing. The good news is it runs like a brand new motorcycle, and it looks like a bad news motorcycle. I mean, it looks like a brand new motorcycle. The bad news is I got a work order here for $3,159, almost $3,200. I threw up my mouth a little bit when I saw it. I was like, holy shit. We probably should have sold it as is. It would have sold for $1,500, $2,000 as is. But being the perfectionists as we are here, we had to take a good thing and make it much better. There's a total of 23 and a half hours labor on the bike. They started up by dismantling it completely, taking all the plastics, tank, seat, wheels off the bike, right down to the engine and frame. It was steam cleaned, hand washed, and then they went and repainted the frame and swing arm on the bike. The tank was the original gas tank was cleaned. The graphics were removed and it was buffed. The front fender is brand new. The handlebars are brand new. The Renthal bars, it has brand new Renthal grips, brand new levers.
Ori grips.
Excuse me.
Well,
they're Renthal.
Yeah.
I thought they were
not Ori. OD Renthal.
ODI. I'm sorry. We're both wrong. ODI grips. The front number plate is brand new. The seat has been completely rebuilt. It has a new seat bracket was welded on it. A new foam. The foam was partially replaced, rebuilt, and a new seat cover was put on there. A new rear fender, new side covers with graphics. The front wheel was completely dismantled. New tire, new tube. The brakes were serviced. The forks were cleaned and polished. They were machine polished. You can see the lowers are very, the original Showa forks have been machine polished. The chrome uppers have been polished also. Real nice shape. The exhaust was removed and repainted the high temp black. The engine has been completely repainted. The rear brake pedal and foot pegs were painted. The triple clamps were touched up, and it was given a complete what we call rotisserie detail, top to bottom. That was 12 hours in the detail shop. The engine had the spark plug removed. The compression tested at perfect 190 psi. The carb was removed, as it was the airbox, and the carb was dismantled, cleaned, and rebuilt. New fuel line was installed, along with new vent hoses. The new front and rear tires were installed. It has a new air filter in it. The new handlebars were installed. New grips were installed. The oil was changed. The foot peg was a little bit bent, so that was straightened out and remounted, along with new pins and new foot peg hardware. So pins and washers and everything. So the new seat bracket, they made a new seat bracket, reconstructed the seat foam, put the new seat cover on it. The clutch, the top end was perfect, but the clutch needed to be replaced, so they put a new clutch in it and serviced the basket. The carb was jetted to a 140 main jet. It's pretty much carbureted perfectly, as just evidenced by that run up the hill here. I mean, if it can pull a 200, you got to ask yourself, if this thing can pull a 220-pound guy, that's, you know, without any clothes, with these boots and jackets on, I'm probably 240, 230. Anyways, shit, I got a couple pounds of a jacket and pants and, you know, a couple pounds of weapons on me too, but didn't want to say that, but if it's not already obvious. But in any event, the bike is hauls the mail with me on it, and it is an absolute hoot to ride. So hey, if you're a 50-year-old dude or a 40-year-old dude or however old you are, and you want to buy a pit bike that's an absolute hoot to ride, I couldn't think of a better one. This thing's, you'll never get bored of it. You're definitely over the weight limit at 200 plus pounds, but if you got a kid in your life that you want to buy a kick-ass classic CR that's going to be worth more next year than this year, buy this bike. I think it would be competitive against the new, with the right rider, it would definitely be competitive against the new 65s. It's 80% rider anyways. So in any event, kick-ass machine, extremely rare to find in this condition, or extremely rare to find in any condition, let alone one completely sorted out by a pro like the Wizard and detailed by the world-class detail team we have here. So I always check the bottom of the frames on a bike. The bottom of this is a, I'm going to say this is a 9 out of 10. I feel one little tiny ding right here. The rest of the frame is absolutely perfect. It's immaculate. There's no dents or dings under there. The swing arm's in beautiful shape. The original pegs and shifter are in good condition, indicating this thing must have been owned by a family that didn't race motocross, that's for sure. Let's check out this side of the frame. This side of the frame is again a 9 out of 10. Critical on a vintage dirt bike. You want to check the frame because that's the heart of the machine, really. That and the engine. The engine's perfect. Brand new gold chain. Sprockets in perfect condition. Just a kick-ass piece, man. Junior, is there anything you want to add about this classic Honda?
Yeah, I'm sure you guys noticed the rear end was sagging a little bit. This thing must be sprung for a 100-pound rider. Senior's well over that, so I don't think the rear shock's blown, but it's definitely.
The rear shock's a 10. It's got perfect spring and damping rating for an 80 to 120-pound rider. Since I weigh more than twice that, 3 times the 80-pound rate.
No, guys, the bike rips.
The front forks are mint too. They work awesome.
Yeah.
Dampening, spring rating. If you got a kid that wants to rip, hey, if you're a big guy and you want to ride this thing, you could always put a heavier duty spring on it too. So, really, if you want to do adult pit riding on it, just put a heavier spring on it. So, Hall's the mail. Thanks for watching. I don't know if you got a good close-up video of the tires on it. They're brand new, other than my ride up and down the driveway here. So it still has the nubs on the back of the tire. So, if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Ship this bike anywhere in the country for you if you'd like. Just call for a quote. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. God bless America.